Hey guys, welcome back to Craft Time with Miss Kelly. Today we're gonna make soaking sponges. So it's gonna end up being much funner than it sounds, but you're gonna need a pack of sponges. This one I picked up is multicolored. Some scissors, always ask your parents' permission before using scissors. And some rubber bands. So the first thing I'm gonna do is unpack my sponges. We were talking about Acts and Philip. So Philip arose one morning and went to, God called him to go to Gaza, and there he found an Ethiopian who was reading the Word of God. Now this Ethiopian was a very important man. He was in charge of the treasury of Ethiopia. And he was reading the Word of God, and Philip came across him reading Isaiah in his chariot. And he asked the Ethiopian, why are you reading this? And he said, well, it's kind of hard for me to understand. And so Philip took the time to explain Isaiah to him. He was reading a passage that pointed to Jesus. So just like a sponge, without Jesus, when we're reading the Bible, is really hard to understand. So without water, a sponge is not really that much fun. So we're gonna add some water and do some creativity to these sponges, and I think you're gonna like it. Okay, so I pulled out 4 colorful sponges here. It was a 6-pack, so I'm gonna set my other 2 aside. And I'm gonna cut each sponge into 4 sections. So we're gonna go across the horizontal way, and I'm gonna cut it in half first. And then cut that half into half. So we're roughly gonna have 4 equal sections of each color sponge. Now if you don't have colorful sponges, no worries, use what you have. But I'm just gonna use color, just makes it a little bit more fun. So then I'm gonna stack my sponges into 3 parts. So a stack of 3. And I have my rubber bands. And I'm just gonna bunch my sponge, just put the rubber band to put it in half. And get it as tight as I can. So we're gonna go around it a few times. And if you don't have rubber bands, then you can use string. And then I'm just kind of pulling out the pieces and shaping it a little bit to kind of make those colors pop. And then I'll show you what we can do with them. It's a really fun craft for the summer. And you keep shaping it to make it the color pattern that you want to make it. All right. So then I have my other 3. I'm gonna do this one a little bit differently. So I'm gonna stack different colors. Let's see how that turns out. So I only have 2 of these left. I'm gonna end up cutting up my other sponge. Kind of give them a good little pull without pulling them out of the rubber bands. A nice little twist and pull. Cool, and there's my next one. So then we're gonna go out to a kiddie pool that we bought for the summer. Just just because it's been so hot, and I'll show you the fun that we can do with these. Okay guys, so we have our sponges and they have now gotten wet in the kiddie pool. So you can do all kinds of things with them. You can play catch. You can juggle them. You can play basketball. The good thing about them, they're super soft and you're not gonna get hurt when they're thrown. So I hope you enjoyed making your sponge craft as much as I did, and we'll see you next time.